Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got a new piece of equipment. I'm very excited about something I've really wanted to get my hands on for years, to be honest. It's a lens that came out in the mid-2000s and they still sell it now for £11,000, but I managed to get one second hand. It comes in a nice big old travel case like most of the Canon lenses do now, or used to anyway. The new ones come with a little bag instead of these big old carry cases, but this lens is the Canon 200 to 400 f4 with the inbuilt converter. What we're going to do now is have a look at the lens itself. I have been out this morning utilising the lens in this beautiful English sunny weather we currently have. So we're going to go through some of those photos that I've taken today as well, and then I'll go through my overall thoughts of the lens for you from my first usage of it. So let's get into the overview now and then we can go from there. So guys, here it is. As you can see, it is an absolute monster. It's actually about the same physical length as my 500mm. So first of all, what we're going to do is it's got the more modern lens head than what my other lens has. So you don't have the bolts along the outside, they're all recessed inside, but super easy to take it off. Unscrew on there, hold onto your lens and remove and place to one side. This will now allow us to have the whole lens in view at once. So a few things that are super common on the L lenses. You've got your adjustable buttons all the way through here. You've also got a programmable ring on the front there. Differences between the other lenses that I've got, as my light flies off there, is you've got your zoom lens ring just on the side there as well. So you've got your zoom across on there. You've also got your autofocus, manual focus, sorry, ring on here. You've got your screen as always on top there. Moving down, we have got your stabilization mode, stabilization on and off. Your preset button and your focus preset is on there. Next along, you have your dial here, which you can undo to then move the foot itself, and it clicks every quarter, which is really nice and something that Canon has always done with their higher end lenses. You know, they're at 90 degrees. Then is the bit that's very specific to this lens in itself. You've got this big bulge that sticks out on the back here, and this is where the 1.4 converter is held. You've got your 1.4 times and then your 1 times up there. You can lock it into place if you don't want it to accidentally knock into the converter, or if you're in the converter you can't accidentally knock it out of the converter. I've not managed to do that yet, so I'm leaving that unlocked for now, and I can just quite quickly flick through the different versions there. Moving further back, you have your drop-in filter, which on the back here, the same as every other L lens that I own. And then you have your focus mode, so you have AF, PF and MF, and then you also have your focusing distances control here. I always use full, but if you want to, you can limit to 2 to 6 or 6 to infinite on here. I always use full. The focusing, from what I've seen, has been absolutely fine, so no worries there at all. The lens itself, it has 9 diaphragm blades. It has, without the extender, 25/20 elements and groups, or 33 and 24 with the extender on there. It has a 2 meter focal distance, which I've been using and getting used to today. You have 4 stops of image stabilization, and the most important thing for anyone buying this is the weight, which is 3.62 kilos. So it's a heavy lens. So if you were looking for something a little bit lighter, then probably you'd have to go with the 100 to 500 if you wanted an L lens. But for me, I'm used to using the 500mm, the 300mm, so more than happy to use this at 3.6 kilos. So now we've gone over the lens itself, the next stage is to go over some of the images I took today, and then we'll go for an overview of how I find the lens. Let's move over now. Okay, so the first image we look here is of an Asian short-clawed otter here. This is taken at 400mm without the converter engaged, f4, super sharp image, really nice details across the otter's face here into the water, which is really nice to see from this one here. Super happy with this photo. Next photo we have here is a crane. This was with the 1.4 converter engaged. I'm just trying to do a bit more of a distance shot to sort of see what the image quality was, because it's about 26, 27 degrees here in the UK at the moment. I was wondering if the heat would have any effect on it, but it seems pretty sharp to me, pretty where it needs to be. Nice bokeh in the background there as well, so really happy with that. This is at f5.6 with that converter engaged. Next one here is the King Vulture. This is without the 1.4 converter at the 400mm range, focused in on the eye, f4, super nice shot here, super high quality, sharp in the eyes, and you can see where it starts to blur out towards the end of the beak because I'm running at f4. Nice background as well. Overall, really nice shot, really happy with it. The final photo we look at here is of a chimpanzee doing some enrichment. This was using the 1.4 converter, so we're looking at 540mm, and you can see spot on. I focused on the eye, this moved past that bit of bamboo there and focused on where the eye is, and really nice sharp image. So super happy overall with the images I was able to get today, my first outing with this 200 to 400mm lens. So that is my view of photos and stuff so far that I've taken with this absolutely monster lens that, I say, you can still pick these up brand spanking new for 11,000, or this one cost me 3,600, and this was an 8 out of 10 condition from Wex Photography. So it's not the best condition, but it's definitely not the worst. There's a little bit of dirt over it, needs a little bit of a clean up, which will take about half an hour to do properly, but overall for the money it's an amazing bit of kit. Some people ask why I got this instead of getting the 100 to 500 for my R6. One, just because it's a lens I've always wanted. Two, in my opinion, it looks a little bit better built. Three, it's got a better aperture, so it's f4, or if you use the inbuilt converter, you get 5.6 compared to 7.1 on the 100 to 500. So they're the main three reasons why I got this, and it's cheaper. Just about, is it? No, it's just a tiny bit more expensive, this one was. I've seen some for as little as 3,000 in really ratty condition, with the glass and optics being fine, the exterior's really sort of beaten up overuse, but you know, you can get these say from 3,000 up to 4.5 is where the sort of range is. This was 3.6 and absolutely perfect working order. Works perfectly with my 1DX Mark II. I will test it with the R6 and do a review on that as well for you guys too, to show you how it works with a mirrorless camera. But yeah, I thought I'd get this instead of the 100 to 500, just to say, mainly because it's a lens I've always wanted to get my hands on, I always wanted to use with the inbuilt converter, so you can kind of flick between the two there, get that little bit of extra range from this, and it will work with another converter too, so you could put a ×2 on here and have technically 400 to 800mm at f8, and then you've got the 1.4 as well to take it to f11, but which is what the 600 and the 800 sorry from RF for the Canon ones are anyway. So you could get a very, very wide range out of this lens with an adapter on it if you wanted to. I will test this with a converter at some point as well to show you what the quality of image is with another converter on the end. Obviously a lot of the photos I've shown today are with the inbuilt converter, and I've seen no quality issues at all. It's been absolutely spot on in my opinion. So yeah, super happy with the purchase. There will be more videos including this coming out in the near future. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment and like as you always do, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching as always, and goodbye.